Standing on the balcony, watching the traffic flow. A million lives are moving in the valley down below. The street lights are a river, but the water's made of ice. And every neon sign is just another code device. There are 8 million stories in the windows that I see, but not a single one of them has a word to say to me. I can hear the sirens wailing from a dozen miles away, but I can't hear a heartbeat in the place I have to stay. The sky is thick with static, the air is full of lead, and the ghosts of all our promises are sleeping in my bed. Oh, it's a silent city, though the noise is everywhere. I'm screaming from the rooftops, but it's just empty air. 1,000 miles of concrete and a million tons of steel, but nothing in this skyline ever tells me how to feel. I'm a map without a border, I'm a king without a throne, in the middle of this silent city. I have never been so alone. I walk through the subway, through the rush and through the heat. Just a shadow among shadows, just a ghost on tired feet. People brush against my shoulder, but they're looking through my chest, like I'm just a hollow vessel in a suit and tie and vest. The skyscrapers are giants that have turned their backs on me, and the moon is just a witness to the things I'll never be. If the power went out, would the silence change its tone? Would the strangers in the hallway feel as hollow and alone? I'm looking for a signal, I'm looking for a spark, but I'm just another pixel getting swallowed by the dark. Oh, it's a silent city, though the noise is everywhere. I'm screaming from the rooftops, but it's just empty air. 1,000 miles of concrete and a million tons of steel, but nothing in this skyline ever tells me how to feel. I'm a map without a border, I'm a king without a throne, in the middle of the silent city. I have never been so alone. The lights are blinking away, the lights are blinking gold, but I've got nowhere left to be, and no one left to know. The silent city, the silent city, just me and the echoes, in the city of stone. I found your glasses on the nightstand by the bed, beside the book you started, but you never finished instead. The bookmark stuck on page 49, like a clock that stopped ticking and ran out of time. The garden we planted is starting to bloom, but there's a heavy, hollow silence in every room. They say the brightest stars are the ones that burn fast, but I never thought your light was never meant to last. Now I'm catching my breath in the middle of June, wishing I could pull the stars down and talk to the moon. There were stories unwritten and songs left to croon. Oh, it's a cruel kind of gravity. You're gone too soon. I saw a car like yours at the light today, and for a split second the gray faded away. I reached for my phone just to give you a call before I remember the weight of it all. The world didn't stop when you left the floor. It just kept on spinning, but I'm not sure what for. You had so many Sundays tucked in your coat. Now I'm just drifting in a rudderless boat. Was it a whisper? Was it a thief that turned all our always into this grief? You were the anchor, you were the spark. Now I'm just learning to walk in the dark. They say the brightest stars are the ones that burn fast, but I never thought your light was never meant to last. Now I'm catching my breath in the middle of June, wishing I could pull the stars down and talk to the moon. There were stories unwritten and songs left to croon. Oh, it's a cruel kind of gravity. You're gone too soon. Too soon for the plans that we made in the dark. Too soon for the fire to turn back to a spark. I'll hold on to the echoes, the laugh and the tune, but God, it's so quiet since you went too soon. Yeah, you're gone too soon, just a little too soon. I'm wearing this smile like a well-rehearsed mask. How are you doing? It's a terrifying task. I say I'm fine with a nod and a blink, while I'm standing on a ledge right on the brink. I sit at the table and I pass the salt, pretending my world didn't grind to a halt. I've mastered the art of the casual grace, while I'm losing the ghost of your hand on my face. The ocean is screaming inside of my head, but I'm talking about movies and weather instead. If they looked a bit closer, they'd see through the light, but it's easier to look at the sky. No one knows every time that it rings, but I'm hollowed out like an old riverbed, living on echoes of words that you said. I'm a master of small talk, a king of the okay, while I'm watching my soul slowly wither away. I cry in the showers so the water can hide the sound of the landslide that's happened inside. Is it a victory or is it a curse to be dying inside and not need a hearse, to walk through the crowd and be perfect when invisible, when the pain in my chest is so heavy and physical? I'm saying goodbye. I'm standing in the kitchen where we used to dance, tracing outlines of a ghost, a dying second chance. The furniture is breathing, but the air is thin and cold. I'm holding on to stories that you never wanted told. I reach out for your shadow, but my fingers graze the wall. I'm shouting in a canyon, waiting for the sound to fall. Now I'm alienated, a stranger in my skin, looking through the window at the life I can't get back in. You're 1,000 miles away while you're lying next to me, an island in the distance that I'm never gonna reach. I'm a satellite in orbit, drifting out of view, just a lonely broken planet that got tired of loving you. The static on the radio is humming out your name. Every face I pass in traffic starts to look the same. I'm learning how to silence every if and every why, building up a fortress just to watch the world go by. You speak a different language now, a dialect of stone, and I've never felt so Did I drift too far from shore? Or did you change the locks on me? And the person I was before? I'm an astronaut without a rope, tethered to a fading hope. Yeah, I'm alienated, a stranger in my skin, looking through the window at the life I can't get back in. You're 1,000 miles away while you're lying next to me, an island in the distance that I'm never gonna reach. I'm a satellite in orbit, drifting out of view, just a lonely broken planet that got tired of loving you. Out of range, out of sight, just a flicker in the middle of the night. Alienated, disconnected, left behind, lonely and unprotected. I'm just drifting now. I'm just drifting now. The porch light is flickering, tired and low. We're standing in the driveway with nowhere to go. The engine is idling, a heartbeat of steel. But I'm numb to the way that this ending should feel. Your hands are in your pockets, mine are frozen at my side. Nowhere left to run and nowhere left to hide. We've said all the words, we've cried all the grit. Now we're just looking for the courage to quit. So give me one last kiss to carry in the dark, a tiny bit of warmth, a dying little spark. Let it taste like the summer and the secrets we kept before the promises broke and the memory slept. Make it slow, make it hurt, make it feel like a lie. Give me one last kiss before we say goodbye. It's funny how the salt tastes different tonight, like the ghost of a fire that's lost all its light. I wanna memorize the curve of your lips before our whole world just finally slips. Tomorrow I'll wake up and you won't be there. I'll reach for a ghost in the cold morning air. But right now the clock is holding its breath while we're dancing this dance with a beautiful dove. can feel the cold. The hardest thing to do is let go of what I hold. Close your eyes one last time, then walk away, and I'll walk mine. Last kiss, last breath, we walked the same streets since we were kids, hiding our secrets under heavy eyelids. From the playground dirt to the neon lights, we were the kings of the restless nights. I never thought I'd see the day where the road would split and you'd walk away. Now the passenger seat is a hollow space, and I'm looking for you in every face. So goodbye, my friend, the best I ever knew. The world feels smaller without a piece of you. You were the shadow that walked by my side, the one who stayed through the turn of the tide. It's a different kind of heartbreak, a different kind of tear, when the person who saved you is no longer here. Goodbye, my friend, until we meet again. I went to call you just an hour ago to tell you a joke that only we'd know. Then the silence hit like a physical weight, and I realized I'm just a second too late. We had plans for the winter and dreams for the fall. Now I'm just staring at the pictures on the wall. You took a part of my history with you tonight. Now the future just doesn't look quite as bright. Who's gonna tell me when I'm out of line? Who's gonna tell me that I'll be just fine? We share the laughter and we share the blame. Now I'm whispering to a flickering flame, a brother, a sister, a soul bound to mine. I'm struggling to trust final line. So goodbye, my friend, the best I ever knew. The world feels smaller without a piece of you. You are the shadow that walked I'll see you somewhere. I'm sitting on the edge of the bed we used to share, reaching for a hand that's no longer there. The closet is half empty, but the air is heavy still, with the ghost of your laughter and the way you'd say I will. I keep your watch on the dresser, though the hands have ceased to move. It's a rhythm I am losing, a song I've lost the groove. They say that you are peaceful, they say that you are free, but your absence is a mountain that is falling down on me. Now I'm living in loving memory, clinging to the haze of 1,000 golden moments and the sweetness of our days. I'm writing letters to the wind, sending whispers to the blue, trying to find a version of this life that doesn't scream for you. It's a long and lonely hallway where the lights are burning low, and loving memory is the only place I have left to go. I saw a flash of silver hair in the middle of the crowd, and for a heartbeat I forgot, and I almost called out loud. Then the gray came rushing back, the reality of stone, the cold and bitter lesson of how to be alone. I've kept the flowers from the service, dried and pressed inside a book. I'm afraid if I stop grieving, I'll forget the way you looked. But I see you in the mirror, in the way I tilt my head, in the quiet holy prayers that go unspoken and unsaid. Is it a blessing? Is it a curse to remember the best while I'm living the worst? They tell me to let go, to move on with the tide, but I'm building a temple for the love that hasn't died. I'll carry your name like a spark in the rain, until my heart learns to beat without all this pain. Yeah, I'm living in loving memory, clinging to the haze of 1,000 golden moments and the sweetness of our days. to the wind, sending whispers to the blue, trying to find a version of this life that doesn't scream for you. It's a long and lonely hallway where the lights are burning low, and loving memory is the only place I have left to go. And loving memory of the way you said my name, and loving memory of the fire and the flame. I'll see you when the sun sets, I'll hear you in the leaves, I'll find you in the quiet space where a broken heart believes in loving memory. Always just you and me in loving memory. I kept your number saved just to see your name. Staring at the screen doesn't feel the same. I walk past our old place, the one with the blue door, but I don't have the key to that life anymore. I thought the breaking was the end of the line, the crashing of the waves, the warning sign. But the storm has passed and the sky is clear, and the terrifying truth is finally here. They say the falling is a part that hurts the most, but I've been living in the silence with your ghost. It wasn't the goodbye or the slamming of the door, or the way my heart fell through the cracks in the floor. It's the quiet after, the morning after the snow. Yeah, the hardest part was letting go. I'm cleaning out the drawers, finding pieces of us, turning all our gold back into dust. I found a ticket stub from a movie we hated, and realized the memory is finally faded. It's the habit of you that's the hardest to break, like a phantom limb or a dull constant ache. I'm learning the way you like your tea, and learning how to just be me instead of we. I held on so tight, then I knocked her some way. I fought for a version of us tonight, but you can't hold a shadow, you can't catch the wind, and you can't fix a heart where the walls have grown thin. I had to drop the rope to save my own soul, even if the emptiness takes a heavy toll. They say the falling is the part that hurts the most, but I've been living in the silence with your ghost. It wasn't the goodbye or the slamming of the door, or the way my heart fell through the cracks in the floor. It's the quiet was letting go. It wasn't the end, it was the moving on. It was waking up and realizing you were gone, and being okay with it, that's the state. The hardest part is losing everything, including the pain. Yeah, letting go. I'm letting go. Finally letting go. Porch light is flickering, tired and low, standing in the driveway with nowhere to go. The engine is idling, heartbeat of steel, but I'm numb to the way that this ending should feel. Your hands are in your pockets, mine are frozen at my side. Nowhere left to run and nowhere left to hide. We've said all the words, we've cried all the grit. Now we're just looking for the courage to quit. So give me one last kiss to carry in the dark, a tiny bit of warmth, a dying little spark. Let it taste like the summer and the secrets we kept before the promises broke and the memories slept. Make it slow, make it hurt, make it feel like a lie. Give me one last kiss before we say goodbye. It's funny how the salt tastes different tonight, like the ghost of a fire that's lost all its light. I want to memorize the curve of your lips before our whole world just finally slips. Tomorrow I'll wake up and you won't be there. I'll reach for a ghost in the cold morning air, but right now the clock is holding its breath while we're dancing this dance with a beautiful death. Don't turn away, don't close the door. I'm not ready to be who I was before. Just for a second, let's pretend it's not real. Let me forget how the shattering feels. Just one more moment where you're still mine before we both cross that invisible line. So give me to carry in the dark, a tiny bit of warmth, a dying little spark. Let it taste like the summer and the secrets we kept before the promises broke and the memories slept. Make it slow, make it hurt, make it feel like a lie. Give me one last kiss before we say goodbye. The heart last kiss, last breath, goodbye. I found the letter in a shoebox, dated August 2016. Back when we were golden, back when we were green. You wrote about a kitchen with a view of the sea, and how you couldn't picture a world without me. I looked at the calendar, then I looked at the wall. The dust has settled thick since the start of the fall. The future we painted is a gallery of ghosts, and I'm still standing here playing the host. In 10 years' time, I thought we'd be alright, with a house full of rhythm and a porch with a light. I thought I'd know the lines on the side of your face, and time would be a ribbon, not a desperate race. But the clock kept ticking while we drifted apart. Now there's a 10-year hole in the middle of my heart. Who are you now? Who am I supposed to be? Since the us that we promised became ancient history. I saw you at the station, just a glimpse through the glass. I watched a decade of memories flicker and pass. You're wearing your hair in a different way, and you've got a look that says you found a place to stay. I wanted to run, I wanted to shout, ask you how the story we started turned out, but your hand held another's so steady and kind, and I realized I'm the only one left behind. 10 years of mornings I spent waking up late. 10 years of wondering if it was just fate. Was it a slow leap or a sudden collapse? Did we lose the way or just lose the maps? They say time is a healer, but it's just a thief who trades all your passion for a quiet dull grief. In 10 years' time, I thought we'd be alright, with a house full of rhythm and a porch with a light. I thought I'd know the lines on the side of your face, and time would be a ribbon, not a desperate race. But the clock kept ticking while we drifted apart. Now there's a 10-year hole in the middle of my heart. Who are you now? Who am I supposed to be? Since the us that we promised became the piano keys are dusty and the cello's out of tune. The sun is just a witness to this empty afternoon. I try to hum the chorus of the songs we used to know, but the notes feel like a winter where the flowers cannot grow. Every chord I strike is hollow, every rhythm is a blur, like a prayer for a miracle that's never gonna occur. I'm writing on the staff lines, but the ink is running dry. Just a symphony of shadows underneath song sets me free. I hear you in the static of a distant radio, a frequency of used to be from a long, long time ago. There's a sharp pain in the refrain, a flat line in the verse. Each memory is a blessing, and each memory is a curse. I'm composing my surrender in the middle of the night, chasing down the echoes of a love that lost its light. The crescendo never happens, the bridge is burned in black, and no matter how I sing it, I can't bring the music back. Is there a place where the broken songs go, where the lyrics don't hurt and the tempo is slow? I'm searching for a harmony to balance out the cold, but I'm stuck inside a story that's already been told. The sheet music is torn, the violin is frayed, just a ghost of a concert that we never should have played. And these are my morning melodies, the sound of letting go, a lullaby for heartaches that only I will know. It's a minor key progression, a slow and steady beat of a heart that's tired of running and accepting its defeat. I'm singing to the silence where your voice used to be, playing morning melodies until the song sets me free. One last note lingering in the air, a lonely vibration for a love that isn't there. Morning melodies, a song for the end, a song for the lover I can't call a friend. Can you hear it? The sound of the break, the mountain melody for my own heart's sake. I've been buried in this bedroom for 100 days or more, tracing patterns in the ceiling, staring holes into the door. The world outside is moving, I can hear the city hum, but I'm waiting for a miracle that's never gonna come. They wrapped me up in linen in the memories of us, and left me in the darkness to settle into dust. I'm a monument to almost, I'm a temple to the why. Just a man who's learning how to live after learning how to die. But there's no stone to roll away, no voice to call my name, no hand to reach into the dark and face inside the cave, trying to find a reason to step out of this grave. You were the one who breathed the life into my heavy chest. Now I'm just a ghost who's forgotten how to rest. Yeah, I'm Lazarus tonight, but I'm staying out of sight. The silence is a shroud that I've learned to wear so well. It's a comfort and a prison, it's a heaven and a hell. I see the light beneath the door, a thin and silver line, reminding me that life goes on even if it isn't mine. I wanna feel the wind again, I wanna feel the rain, but resurrection's heavy when it's built on top of pain. How do I stand up straight when my knees are made of glass? How do I watch the seasons and the people as they pass? I'm waiting for the come forth, I'm waiting for the sign, but the only voice I'm hearing in the quietude of mine. I've got to unbind my own hands, I've got to find the strength to measure up the sorrow and to travel all its length. It's not a holy mystery, it's just a bitter truth that I wasted all my lifeblood on the altar of my youth. And there's no stone to roll away, no voice to call my name, no hand to reach into the dark and fan the dying flame. I'm a Lazarus who's lonely, waking up inside the cave, trying to find a reason to step out of this grave. You were the one who breathed the life into my heavy chest. Now I'm just a ghost who's forgotten how to rest. Yeah, I'm allowed to rest tonight, but I'm staying out of sight. Maybe tomorrow I'll breathe, maybe tomorrow I'll rise, maybe I'll learn to look at the sun without shielding my eyes. But tonight the cave is warm, tonight the dark is kind. I'll leave the resurrection for the ones I left behind. Lazarus, still waiting. Lazarus, just fading. Don't call me yet, I'm not ready to come out yet. Not yet. I'm sitting in the back pew of this empty, hallowed space, where the light spills through the colors of a stained glass window face. The incense smells like Sunday, but the air is cold as stone. I've never felt so hollow, and I've never felt so known. I remember how we stood here, making vows we couldn't keep, promises like anchors that dragged us to the deep. Now the candles are all guttered, and the choir's gone to bed, and I'm just counting all the words we should have never said. In this cathedral of the broken, in this temple of the lost, I'm adding up the damage and I'm paying for the cost. The ceilings are so high, but the walls are closing in, trying to find the holiness beneath our laid sin. I'm kneeling at the altar of a love that's passed away, in a cathedral made of whispers and the ghost of yesterday. The echo of my footsteps sounds like thunder on the floor, like the ghost of every heartbeat that doesn't beat for you no more. I look up at the arches, reaching for a sky I cannot see, wondering if the silence is a mercy or a plea. You were my religion, you were my sacred ground, but the spire's falling over and the bells don't make a sound. I'm a pilgrim with no map, I'm a priest with no belief, just a sinner in the rafters, holding hands with my own grief. Does the stained glass hide the darkness, or does it just make the shadows blue? I came here seeking penance for the things I did to you, but the statues only stare and the gargoyles only grin, as the architecture crumbles from the weight of what has been. In this cathedral of the broken, in this temple of the lost, I'm adding up the damage and I'm paying for the cost. The ceilings are so high, but the walls are closing in, trying to find the holiness beneath our laid sin. I'm kneeling at the altar of a love that's passed away, in a cathedral made of whispers and the ghost of yesterday. Amen to the lonely, amen to the end, amen to the lover who could never be a friend. The bells are heavy, the stone is cold, and there's nothing left here for my hands to hold. In the cathedral of you and me, just a ruin now, just a ruin. The sky turned a bruised shade of violet and gray as I watched you pack years in a box in a day. The air went so still, it was heavy and thick, like a clock that stopped ticking, a cruel kind of trick. I thought we were solid, I thought we were stone, but the foundations trembled and left me alone. The warning was there in the look in your eyes, but I chose the calm over believing the lies. Now I'm standing in the center of a hurricane, trying to find a shelter from the pouring rain. You were the wind that tore through my soul, leaving nothing but pieces of what used to be whole. They say it's the eye where the silence is deep, but I'm wide awake in the secrets you keep. Yeah, you were the storm I didn't see coming. Now I'm just the debris of a heart that's still running. Pulled back, and the map of our future has faded to black. I'm picking through splinters of things we once said, like always and forever, now hollow and dead. It's funny how fast everything can just break. The weather is fair while I'm gasping for breath in the salt heavy air. Did you mean to destroy it, or was it just forced? Did you feel the destruction while you changed your course? I'm tied to the anchor, the shoreline is gone, and I'm terrified of how I'm gonna see the dawn. Now I'm standing in the center of a hurricane, trying to find a shelter from the pouring rain. You were the wind that tore through my soul, leaving nothing but pieces of what used to be whole. They say it's the eye where the silence is deep, but I'm wide awake in the secrets you keep. Yeah, you were the storm I didn't see coming. Now I'm just the debris of a heart that's still running. The rain's getting colder, the water is high. I'm watching the last of our summer go by. Hurricane, you called it a change, I call it a wreck that I can't rearrange. Just rain and wind, just the end of the world, and I'm still here. The monitor is humming, a low and steady gray. I'm watching all the colors of our life just wash away. Your hand is in my palm, but it's feeling like a stone. I've never been this close to you and felt so all alone. I'm whispering the memories of the nights we stayed up late, trying to find a bargain or a back door through to fate. But the shadows in the corner are beginning to grow tall, and I'm just a witness to the greatest house to fall. Now I'm waiting on the weight of your final breath, caught in the hallway between life and death. I'm holding the air in my own aching chest, trying to give you the strength for the rest. Every I love you and please don't depart is a needle that's stitching the holes in my heart. One last heartbeat, then the silence is dead. I'm losing my world in your final breath. The clock on the wall is a thief in the night, stealing the seconds and dousing the light. I'm memorizing every line on your face before you drift out to a much further place. I wanna say wait, but I know that's for me. The anchor is heavy, you need to be free. But how do I let go of the only hand I've held? How do I stand when the forest has been felled? Is it a sigh? Is it a release? Do you find the quiet? Do you find the peace? I'm staying behind with the ghost of a sound, while your spirit is rising and leaving the ground. I'll breathe for us both until I turn to dust in this final cruel moment of maybe and must. Yeah, I'm waiting on the weight of your final breath, caught in the hallway between life and death. I'm holding the air in my own aching chest, trying to give you the strength for the rest. Every I love you and please don't depart is a needle that's stitching the holes in my heart. One last heartbeat, then the silence is dead. I'm losing my world in your final breath. There it is, the softest sound I've ever heard. Finality, without a single word. The room is so still now, the world is so cold, and I'm just a story that's already been told. Go on now, I'll stay for a while. I'll remember the breath that turned into a smile. Final breath, my last goodbye. Just a breath. I was checking the time, I was tying my shoes, just a Tuesday morning with nothing to lose. The kettle was whistling, the radio played, a mundane beginning to a day we had made. Then the phone hit the floor, and the glass started to crack, and the life that I knew I could never get back. In the beat of a pulse, in the blink of an eye, the sun disappeared from a cloudless sky. They say it takes years to build up a wall, but only a second to watch it all fall. One sudden phone call, one turn of the key, and the world is a place that I don't recognize me. No warning, no signal, no time to prepare. Just a hole in the room where you used to be there. Now I'm standing in wreckage, and I finally know how a moment changes everything and won't let it go. I'm looking at pictures from an hour before, when forever was something I didn't ignore. We were laughing at nothing, we were making a plan. Now I'm holding the ghost of your hand in my hand. It's the up before and the after, a line in the sand, a language of sorrow I don't understand. The coffee is warm, but the kitchen is cold, and I've grown a century or so, I've been told. If I could go back to the minute preceded to say the one word that I know now was needed, to hold the door open, to stay in the light before the whole universe turned into night. But the clock only marches in one cruel direction, leaving me here with this broken reflection. They say it takes years to build up a wall, but only a second to watch it all fall. One sudden phone call, one turn of the key, and the world is a place that I don't recognize me. No warning, no signal, no time to prepare. Just a hole in the room where you used to be there. Now I'm standing in wreckage, and I finally know how a moment changes everything and won't let it go. Just a moment, that's all that it took to rewrite the ending of my favorite book. The before is a kingdom I can't enter now. I'm just learning to live, though I don't know how. Everything's different, everything's changed, and the rest of my life has been rearranged in just one moment. One moment, everything. through the grocery aisles alone, talking to you on the silent phone. I see your favorite brand on the shelf, and for a second I almost forget myself. I reach for the space where your hand should be, but the cold air is all that answers me. The house is a museum of the life we led, with the ghost of your voice still filling my head. But you're still here when I close my eyes, underneath the weight of these gray January skies. In the quiet of the dark, you're sitting in your chair. I can almost smell the smoke and the salt in your hair. The world says you're gone, that I should move on, but I find you again in the breath before dawn. I don't have to let go if I never wake up. You're still the one tea in the bottom of the cup. Yeah, you're still here when I close my eyes. I've kept your old jacket hanging back by the stairs. It's the only thing left that nobody shares. I put it on when the night gets too loud, and I'm lost in the middle of a faceless crowd. Sometimes I see you in a stranger's stride, or the way the light hits the incoming tide. And for a heartbeat, the ache starts to fade, until I remember the choice that was made. They tell me that memory is a fading light, a flicker of stars in the middle of the night. But to me you're a fire, you're a burning sun. I'm still finishing the race that we already won. If I keep my eyelids pressed tight to the bone, I don't have to face being here all alone. 'Cause you're still here when I close my eyes, underneath the weight of these gray January skies. In the quiet of the dark, you're sitting in your chair. I can almost smell the smoke and the salt in your hair. The world says you're gone, that I should move on, but I find you again in the break before dawn. I don't have to let go if I never wake up. You're still the one tea in the bottom of the cup. Yeah, you're still here when I close my eyes. So I'll stay in the dark, I'll stay in the sleep, where the promises are ones that we still get to keep. You're smiling at me, you're calling my name, and everything feels exactly the same. Don't wake me up, not yet. I'm not ready to see that you left. You're still here, right here when I close my eyes. I'm standing on the shoreline where the water meets the dark, looking for a flicker or a single remaining spark. But the wood is waterlogged, twisted deep beneath the heavy promises we swore that we would keep. I'm picking through the glass and the letters in the sand, trying to find a piece of us to hold within my hand. But every time I reach, the jagged edges start to bleed, and I'm faced with all the warnings that I didn't want to heed. Now I'm just wandering through the wreckage of a dream, trying to find the rhythm in a silent, broken scream. It's a graveyard of forever and a landscape of goodbye, underneath the hollow ceiling of a cold and empty sky. You walked away so steady while I'm drowning in the debris of the only world I knew, of the you and of the me. Yeah, I'm living in the wreckage, and there's no one left to save me. The kitchen table's broken and the pictures are all torn. I'm wearing out the memory of the day that we were born. It's funny how the ruins look exactly like our home, except for how the silence feels like freezing under chrome. I find a silver earring and a button from your coat, like a message in a bottle from a ship that couldn't float. I wanna build a shelter from the scraps of what went wrong, but the foundations are missing and the wind is just too strong. Was it a slow erosion or a sudden violent crash? Did we turn into a diamond, or did we turn into ash? I'm checking for a pulse in the middle of the mess, but there's nothing left to offer and there's nothing to confess. I'm a scavenger of sorrow in a city made of dust, watching all our old ways turn to bitterness and rust. Now I'm just wandering through the wreckage of a dream, trying to find the rhythm in a silent, broken scream. It's a graveyard of forever and a landscape of goodbye, underneath the hollow ceiling of a cold and empty sky. You walked away so steady while I'm drowning in the debris of the only world I knew, of the you and of the me. Yeah, I'm living in the wreckage, and there's no one left to save me. So I'll sit among the ruins, I'll stay within the ghost of the love that I'm still mourning, of the one I miss the most. The tide is coming in, let it wash the pieces out until there's nothing left to whisper and there's nothing left to shout. Just the wreckage, just the salt, and the terrifying knowledge that it wasn't anyone's fault. Then wreckage The world is moving on the other side of the glass. I watch the seasons change and the strangers pass. I've forgotten the vibration of my own voice in the air. I'm a ghost in a sweater, sitting in an unmade chair. The clock is the only pulse that's left inside this place, a steady rhythmic counting of the time I have to waste. I reach for the handle, but I pull back my hand, like a sailor who's forgotten how it feels to walk on land. The four walls are a fortress, but they're starting to feel thin. I'm scared to go out, and I'm scared to stay. Static of the isolation wall. I leave the TV on to hear the murmur of a crowd, just to feel a little smaller, just to feel a little loud. But the laughter's in a bottle and the colors are a lie. I'm staring at a screen while the real world passes by. My phone is full of names that I don't know how to greet. I'm 1,000 miles away from the person across the street. Is there a bridge back to the light? A way to break the fever of this endless night? I'm shouting in a vacuum, I'm crying in a cave, and I'm tired of being the only one I have to save. Isolation is a heavy, silent sea, and I'm drowning in the quiet of just being me. No one's at the window, no one's at the door. I'm a map of a country that doesn't exist anymore. It's a long distance feeling with nobody to call, just the cold white static of the isolation. Just a flicker in the dark, just a heart without a spark, alone in the isolation. Anybody see? Anybody see? Anybody see what's left of me in the isolation? The taillights faded out. the edge of the drive. I'm still standing here, barely feeling alive. The gravel still settle where your tires used to spin, and the cold winter air is starting to settle in. I'm holding the keys to a house that's too quiet. My mind is a storm, but my heart is a riot. I watched your shadow shrink until it was gone. Now I'm just a silhouette waiting for dawn. The space where you stood is a hole in the ground, and the silence you left is the heaviest sound. I'm reaching for something that's already ghost, losing the person that I needed the most. And I'm left standing alone in the middle of the street, with the world moving on while I admit defeat. With nowhere to hide. I went back inside and I stood by the sink. It's dangerous now to have time just to think. I see your reflection in the glass of the door, but it's just a trick of the light anymore. I'm a tree in a field after the harvest is done, left to face the frost without any sun. I've got all this love with no place to go. It's a bitter seed that I'm forced to sow. Did you even look back in the rearview mirror? Did the choice you made become any clearer? Because I'm still right here where you left me behind, locked in the prison of a broken heart mind. And I'm left standing alone in the middle of the street, with the world moving on while I admit defeat. Everyone's going somewhere, everyone's got a home, but I'm just a statue made of sorrow and bone. Yeah, the parade went by, and the music just died, and I'm left standing alone with nowhere to hide. Left standing alone while the city lights glow. Left standing alone with no place to go. The wind is picking up, the sky is turning gray, and I'm still right here. Since you walked away, left standing alone. left standing alone. The coffee's getting cold on your side of the table. I'm trying to be strong, but I don't think I'm able to look at your keys hanging there by the door, knowing you won't be the one using them anymore. I've practiced the words, I've whispered them low, but the harder I try, the more I won't let go. So how do I say goodbye to the half of my soul? How do I walk away when I've lost all control? The world keeps on moving, the sun's gonna rise, but I'm trapped in the moment. I looked in your eyes and saw the end coming like a wave on the shore. How do I say goodbye when I still love you more? Your scent is still lingering deep in the threads of the pillow where we used to lay down our heads. I'm haunting this house like a ghost in the hall, tracing the shadows of frames on the wall. They say time is a healer that won't start to close, but I'm just a garden that's lost its last rose. Do I say it out loud to the stars in the sky? Do I write it in dust and just watch it fly by? Is it a handshake? Is it a tear? Is it just living with you? Never hear the silence is screaming, it's tearing me down. I'm a king with no kingdom, a head with no crown. How do I say goodbye to the half of my soul? How do I walk away when I've lost all control? The world keeps on moving, the sun's gonna rise, but I'm trapped in the moment. I looked in your eyes and saw the end coming like a wave on the shore. How do I say goodbye when I still love you more? Maybe I won't say it, maybe I'll just wait. I'll keep the porch light on, even if it's too late. I'll just whisper, see you, and close my eyes tight, because saying goodbye doesn't feel